really damage. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her, you got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven and then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
13. Oh, no, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 40-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I got this.
Mitchell. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
21.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's White. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing after one on EA Sports. Second and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it breaks up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at 8-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3.
21.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
21. Here we go. Well, here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
11.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
21. 13.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Harris running straight ahead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man has got it. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Again, it's Harris. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On fourth down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
From the 24, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. They find some open field here. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on a team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
White now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Harold Landry charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Pickett. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
65. Brings up 2nd and 8. 22-yard line.
From the 22, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
21. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers 20-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Uses the stiff arm. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dumped out a wicked stiff arm.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
One final shot for Pickett.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Niners, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
I just scraped it off the top, started on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she comes, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it like a fool. Yeah, tell me what I gotta